the hell did you do to my intro while I'm not here? That's absolute bullcrap. You're not doing that again. I'm going to change that next time. Happy New Year, everybody. Welcome to Isles Talk. I don't know how happy I am at this point. That was absolute crap. All right. Way to start this one off. Yeah, screw the emeritus at this point. Kimmy, how are you? We're going to ignore him for like 2 seconds.
What's up,
What the hell was that intro? Good God.
We always yell at Gary. It's
Put
okay.
me to freaking sleep. Why don't you? Jesus. Kim Moisa, please introduce yourself to everyone. Say hello. I'm going to mute him in a minute.
All right. Hi, guys. My name is Kim, lifelong Islanders fan. Luckily, been talking with both of these guys up here, helping me get some confidence with just broadcasting and talking about the Islanders in general. We both led my way, but also known as Isles Girl 3. I talk a lot on Twitter. Or X.
Gary.
Hi, buddy.
Whatever.
You should know better to check all your stuff before you go on.
Good God. Yeah, definitely trust you.
You're shirking in your duties. Good way to start the year, pal.
Sure.
Unreal. All right. Anyway, Happy New Year, everyone. Yeah, we've been gone for a while. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Holidays. Welcome to 2026. This is the season. This is the part of the season I've been waiting for. For the Islanders, for the NHL as a whole. The World Junior Championships are going on. We've got the Olympics coming up in a few weeks, and this is the exciting time here for 2026. So, Kimmy, this has been a different kind of show this season because of the NHL, the way it's been all year. No one's out of a playoff hunt really, and it's an anomaly. No. So for this show in particular, actually for all the shows, it's been very much of a water cooler talk theme. I come up with a subject, I let everyone vent whatever they got to do, what's on their minds, thoughts, and whatnot. So with that said, your 2026 New York Islanders, 2025, the beginning of the season, you had Matthew Darche come in for Lou Lamoriello. You had Matthew Schaefer. You got Cal Ritchie. You got the kids coming up. You got a new Islander look to them, a little faster, a little younger. And give me your thoughts real quick on 2025. What do you think of the season so far?
So going in, no expectations. I had very low expectations going into the season. I'm not asking for the world right now. Like you said, GM change, young talent coming in. You don't know what's going to translate. New players coming into the roster. What are we going to see from Heineman? What are we going to see from Shabunov? What are we going to see from Schaefer? All these questions are coming into play, as well as having some of our regular vets out there. We've lost Brock Nelson. How are we going to do without Nelson this season? Cal Ritchie, he's back, he's in the lineup. There's so many questions going on here, but they've surprised me. Especially they're in November. They really have surprised with how well they've done. I feel like they've done better than expected as predictions were going into this season. I felt we would have been very low on that totem pole. But we're not. We're actually in talks about making playoffs. We've been in first place for like 2 minutes, but I'll take it. But like holding
third start somewhere.
We were in third spot, second spot. And like you said, the season has been weird as all the teams are maybe separated by 2-3 points. It's been a very weird standings, honestly. And teams that I thought were going to do great have maybe not done as great as I thought they were. And then there's the Colorado Avalanche, which I don't even know what the hell.
Yep. Gary.
Sir.
We are without Joe for a minute, but, Joe's still working at UPS. Kind of hurt his back again. But in all honesty, Gary, and in all seriousness, the NHL's been very injured this year. Not looking like Joe, but they've been out for a while.
No, definitely not like Joe. Joe's his own problem, but
yeah, Joe's his own problem.
Yeah, and when we sit in September, Paul, and we look at all the other teams and and make our predictions and do blah 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 blah. The big what if on every single team is who's going to be healthy. Yeah, you're looking at it with no injuries and everything else, but as we've seen ourselves, this team has unfortunately, suffered some slings and arrows of injuries, aka Bo, aka Romanov, aka Palmieri, but as Timmy said, we surprised. No one would have thought, with one of your main 20 all types of play forwards, one of your toughest, probably strongest defensive player, and with them out and with Bo now out for a second time, we're still holding our own. We're not dangling above water like I usually say we are. We're waiting a little bit higher than we normally should, and the only thing that's scary, we've known in past years where we've had situations where we lost 6 in a row or 7 out of 8. We haven't had one of those yet, thank God. But you worry about any team that does, because every time a team has a 7 loss out of 8, they end up going from 3rd place to 12th place in the conference.
Very
So
quick.
right now, knock on wood, we haven't done that yet. And, these next couple of games and then this big 7-game road trip starting on the 8th is going to be a tremendous litmus test. We said that before the 7-game trip in November, and we all know what happened in November. Of course, it all started when I went out to Vegas. Thank you very much. But I just love getting Paul amped up. That's great.
All right, I'm going to get you back, buddy.
No, but seriously, this can't come at a better time, because if we do what we did, the team does what they did in November, then I think they're in pretty good shape going forward.
Okay. Well, segue to that 2026. What are you two looking forward for with this team? Can they hold on? Do you feel that they can keep up the momentum? Can they keep up in the standings? Some of the comments here from the listeners, it's like scoring's a big issue. Go for it, guys.
Go ahead, Kimmy.
Well, yeah, it's been a continual issue. I mean, if you looked at Stefan Rosner today, I've watched his post-practice talk. He talked with, he was saying how Wah was working with them today, and he asked the guys to focus more on their game, stop overthinking it. That was the big thing of his practice today. They've obviously taken notice of our low scoring, 1 to 2 goals every single game, and how scoring's been an issue. The team knows about it. Now it's about how will they correct it. And then you're talking about, we're like a little post Utah game where everyone's going off this 7-2 loss. But let's be honest, it was after New Year's. What do you think? I have some ideas, but also E Hornick on Twitter also posted out our record on January 1st games. We are 1-9 at home and 0-6 on the road for being post New Year's Eve when we play games on 1-1. So and then add on top Islanders matinee. When's the last time we've been really good at a matinee game? You can't remember. That's exactly my point.
I think we had one this year.
What? Golf clap. Golf clap. There you go. So it's like, yes, losing a game like that sucks, but it's like, I hate to say that I expected it out of the team, but I did. That would be, if the team, that's where I think the team needs, to change my mind, is to prove me wrong on some things. One thing they did recently was that I'm going to work with them at shooting more. I felt like the day after he said that, the game after, we were shooting the puck continually. And I saw so many moments. Even Barzell himself, I feel like, has got more greedy with the puck going towards net. Yes, he still does his playmaker pass thing, but I've seen him be a little touch more greedy, which I've enjoyed. And then, I've seen people saying, yeah, you could say Riddick was tired, but Riddick also had no one in front of him. Everyone was flat-footed. Every single player was flat-footed in front of that ice. Those goals were not on Riddick at all. There was nothing, any goal. You could put freaking Patrick Waugh himself in that net, and there was nothing he was going to do. He had no team in front of him yesterday, and Riddick has been such an upstanding goaltender for us. He has been with such energy and passion in net, and damn, he's been funny. So that's all I can ask for, is he's been there for us. And basically, a goaltender can be the best on the ice. He can have the best save percentage in the NHL, but you put him behind a team that's not there to support him, that's gonna happen.
And Gary, I'm going to ask you this one because we've talked about this a little bit. The NHL's trying to call this the new golden age. You've got older players like Ovechkin. You've got older players like Crosby. Stamkos is coming back a little bit. Malkin. They're still putting up decent numbers for their age. And you've got the younger kids coming in, doing very well in the NHL. It's a nice even. It's a nice even spread amongst most of the teams. I mean, we had the Predators and Flames out of the playoffs in November, and all of a sudden, they're now back in it. Like you've been talking about it the entire time. The parity of this league this season.
Savers.
Yeah. It does the parity. I know a lot of fans think we should have gone 6-1, we should have gone 7-2, whatever it is. We probably should have won 3 or 4, whatever they say. You really can't do that this season because of the parity in this league.
No.
And to Kimmy's point with Utah, the Islanders are 4-5 in the Central. Like the Central's a much tougher team than people may realize. But again, the matinees, the day games, Kimmy's right on point with that. But Gary, the parity is going to make this whole season unpredictable.
So we've been saying all along. We said it the last time we were on the show that only 3 teams are under NHL 500 at this point, and last year at the end of the year there were 10. Right. So, and we were one of them. So, it's just yeah, I mean, this is amazing. Like I said, people that watch this show know about Paul and I, how we look at that 20 game, or you look at 10, I look at 20, and we can say with pretty much certainty who's not going to make the playoffs or who's got a shot. Here we are. We're sitting at 41. We're at the actual physical halfway point of the season right now. I wouldn't bet on this if you gave me money to bet. Because you just don't know.
Let me go on with that. And I'm going to get both your opinions on this one. When doing the math, right now, even the worst placed teams, if everyone stays the same, there's no major trades or anything else going on, a lot of these teams are not going to be eliminated technically until like game 68, 69, 70, well beyond the trade deadline.
Yeah.
And I'm going to ask you two, do you want the Islanders to go in? Do you want to make those trades for picks or prospects for a player to win now to get this team into the playoffs?
Yeah, this team needs it. It needs it.
Needs what though?
It needs a deal. Needs something. I'll tell you, walking out of the game last night and walking down the walkway to get to the parking garage, that was what I heard from about like 6 different people that were really talking about the game thing. Darsh has got to do something. Darsh has to make a deal. We got to make this team stronger. We got to make this team more physical. We need scoring. There was a lot of comments that were going on, but the common thread was this team needs a deal. And
but does one player make that much of a difference?
No, I don't think you never know. You never know. I mean,
I don't think it does.
No, well, I don't think so either. But Kimmy, past performances, and again, I'm going back 30 something years, before you even a gleam in Stacey's eye. Those kind of deals, whether they were big or not, made an impact. I will tell you, and Paul might remember in the late 80s or whatever, when the Islanders made that Kenny Baumgartner trade, and the team went like 10-1-0 after that. Kenny Baumgartner is not going to light many lamps in Islander history, but again, chemistry changing things. It doesn't necessarily have to be a goal scorer. It doesn't necessarily have to be a physical hockey player. It has to be someone that changes the culture. The Islander locker room is a very good culture. Don't get me wrong, but it doesn't mean it can't get even better. And so right now, I think there needs to be something done. Oh, look, it's snowing in Miami.
Good. But let me add this as well before I let Kimmy go all out here.
And she will.
No.
The Yankees have not done anything news-wise
Who
since
cares?
losing the playoffs. The Mets,
Oh, don't even get me started.
the biggest PR
Oh,
to their fans, okay? The Knicks are okay until the Celtics come back healthy. The Nets don't even exist except in Brooklyn. The Rangers are suffering. The Devils don't know if they're going to stay healthy or not.
mm-mm.
From a media advertisement standpoint here, the Islanders have to go for it. You're going to garner that media attention, at least making the playoffs if the Devils and the Rangers don't do it. Kimmy, give me your thoughts.
Media attention won't give me shit if they get a player and they lose these assets and they do these things, they lose picks and all this for us to go to the first round. I do not think they're gonna make a far. I mean, please let me eat my words. That would mean the most to me. Please let me eat my words.
Oh no, I'm on
But I
record
do
that they're
not
not
think
going to make it
they're going to
anyway.
make
I'm
a
just
deep
putting
No,
a case
we've
here.
both been
One.
on record, Kimmy. So you're not.
Yeah, we're both
you're
on
not
record
preaching to
saying
the
not to
choir.
make the playoffs.
No, I did not at the beginning of the season. I said no playoffs too. Do I think there's a possibility round? Maybe. Like you said, it's the middle of the season and anything can freaking happen with these standings. We can go from second to fifth, and it's like that. You know what I mean? It's that weird of a rankings and season right now, but yes, there's a possibility as we get closer to the trade deadline. I feel like it's going to be much more of a better time to analyze, but you could go really back and forth, but I feel like now's the time to bolster. Now we're finally getting the young kids. Now we can finally bring in assets. Let's secretly, like let these other teams that are going, big and have real chance of the cup, go by. Let's get assets and let's build. That's something Lou never did, is build. Let's build a little bit, and then like I said, 2-3 years we have the assets together, and let's see. I think they can mesh, and I see real promise from young talent that's not even here yet.
Yep.
And I really think when those combine, let's give it just a few years. I mean, we have Horvat and Barzell for how many more years? Like 6 more years, something like that.
Something like
we have
that.
some time with them, and those are our
Yeah.
big stars on this team. We have them, holstered. We have them at our side. Let's see if we can go from there. I don't know if I should really say buy and go for it right now. I don't think it's the time.
Okay. No, I wholeheartedly agree with you, by the way. But from this standpoint, from a media advertisement, building up the team, there's no other better time to do this with everyone else in the New York metro area not doing well, save for the New York Liberty. But they're a summer team. That's why I didn't include them.
It's rough. It's rough right now.
What's that?
I was just saying it's a rough stand right now, considering we're just we're still a bit a ways away from trade deadline time.
Mm-hmm.
See, I have a feeling there's going to be 2 trade deadlines. The one's going to be on February 4th, right before the Olympics, because there's a trade freeze there, and then you're going to have the one in March. I don't know if Islander fans are aware of this, but there's 14 games to be played this month, and Bo Horvat could be out for close to half. And like Gary and Kim have been saying, you can go from 2nd to 8th or 9th or 10th in a matter of games. So it's timing is everything. Oh, Florida scored.
No, it hasn't game.
That's the game start. That's for the game starting.
That's the game start.
They're just doing the national anthem right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine. Game has started. Rangers against Florida. And the other thing, and I'm going to agree with Kimmy again on this because the injuries that we've been talking about. Austin Matthews is now back. You're going to get Matthew Tkachuk back for Florida. Washington is also banged up. New Jersey is also banged up, but they're eventually coming back. Like I said this on X. I don't think the Islanders are going to be able to control their own destiny this season because of the other teams and their injuries. And when those teams weren't injured, they were doing phenomenal. But I think when it comes to controlling their own destiny, I'm kind of agreeing with, no, I am fully agreeing with Kimmy here that, in 2 years, 3 years max, when that other younger core finally works its way in, I think that's going to be the difference maker. But This is such a weird season to predict anything that you just got to sit back, watch, and just let the NHL unfold. And if the Islanders end up in the playoffs, wonderful. If not, you gave it a good run for the first 40 games. I mean, let's be honest. You hold on. I even got the stats for you. Best first half since 2023-24.
Great.
2 years. Yeah.
And we made the playoffs that season, so.
Yes, you did. You did. So run with house money, Kimmy.
Oh God. Here's the thing. My heart always says.
I am a yes. I say
Naked.
run with house money. I say run with house money because of the unpredictability. Unless someone's on waivers, okay, sure.
The only thing I'm worried about is defensively because we had to send Warren down so that we didn't lose his waiver exemption. I mean,
can't bring back Mitchell.
No, we can't bring back Mitchell. So it's. I remember. I think Stefan said we're looking at a guy whose last name is Ward,
Yes.
Cole
possibly,
McWard?
or Bokosh plays tomorrow. So it's going to be up in the air.
I would love Cole McWard, but Cole McWard's a right defenseman. I don't know if he can
And
play
so is
left
Boquist.
defenseman, but
That's
if
the
any,
problem.
yeah, he's a right-handed defenseman. I mean,
I think
I
though
would
you
love
picked
Cole
up a
McWard up
kid.
here.
I
He's a
mean,
solid
Do you
kid.
bring George back?
he's not ready.
Injured.
Are we still injured? That's right.
Yeah,
I
he's
forgot.
not ready yet.
I forgot. You're right.
But otherwise, I think they would go hell yeah.
Yeah.
Cole McWard, he's your Adam Pellick down there, and he can put the puck in.
Yeah, so that was the next name up for discussion if they were going to pull the trigger or not.
Oh, that's not good. Finland 3-2 over USA in the third.
Oh, come on, USA.
There always been the 1-goal games, USA and Finland. Like for
And
God-
by the way, one of those 2 goals was Cole Eiserman.
Not shocked.
Well,
Not
he's
even
had a rough tournament. He's
He
only
has.
had 2 assists, and he hasn't been playing to the amount that he played last year.
Mhm.
But maybe he's waking up. But I'm not. It wasn't that I'm not disagreeing with what you guys have been saying because I kind of have. Like I said, I'm not looking for a major trade. I'm looking for something on the minor side.
Okay, yeah.
Again, the Baumgartner trade at the time was a nothing trade. Him and Huey McDonough. And it was I think it was for Mikko Makela, as a matter of fact.
Yes.
And that was, you were getting rid of somebody that just wasn't producing. And you brought 2 guys on that you didn't even think. I thought both of them were destined for the minor leagues. And they brought him up for a couple of games. And, Bomber became a household name, with his fighting and everything else. But it dramatically changed that locker room. And, with everything going on, and again, I still say this locker room is very, very tight, very strong, but a little bit of a tweak can't hurt.
Okay.
Paul, you said we could pop up with topics.
I'm sorry, hon?
You said we could pop up with topics.
Go for it.
Just because Gary's bringing it up, locker room and very tight and strong.
Sure.
Why has Barzal become our enforcer? Why? Let's talk about what's going on with Schaefer and that Marchman issue. Because I feel like you guys have not talked about this yet, and I know a big conversation going around right now with Islanders is physicality, and I've had a problem with physicality since game 1.
Yeah. I did actually talk about this. I don't know if it was episode 1 with Joe or if I did
Episode
it with
1.
Gary. Yeah, no, I did not want Matthew Schaefer up here for this reason.
No, he didn't.
And it has nothing to do with Matthew Schaefer. I'm on record for that. This team was not constructed to have Matthew Schaefer on this team. I am happily shocked that Matthew Schaefer has not been taken out yet by anybody.
I'm
Clean or
surprised he's
not.
still standing.
Thank you. I'm glad Sorokin is coming back, but you don't have Bo Horvat. Sorokin is now a little shaky for a little while. Matt Barzal, you can put a good forechecker on him. Gary and I are reliving our 90s years here. You take out Ziggy Palffy, you take out the team. You take out Matthew Schaefer at this point, you can take out the team. And I don't mean injure him. but you put full on pressure on him, you wear him out. That's where the injuries come in, and this now worries me a little bit. And we'll get into the Olympics in just a few minutes, but I yes, excellent test for him, no doubt. Will he pass it? All he has to do is get through the season, as far as I'm concerned. If
I
he
mean,
can
I
get
think
through the
he's
season
doing with
healthy,
flying colors. I
right?
find it interesting a little bit with I'm gonna say officiating. When we saw like their big stars, their big first rounders come up like a Laffy, like Bedard. I felt like you touched them and the refs went whistle. And I saw that with the Blackhawks. I saw that with the Rangers. You know, we're talking about these first round draft picks, and I feel like Schaefer's kind of getting the short end of the stick a little bit with that. I mean, how much was going? He got Marchman got a roughing penalty going 2 hands into his face. And I feel like it's very light. Officials aren't taking care of games, and physicality is low on this team. Just
Yes.
basic hits. Basic hits. I'm not talking about, you know, going and like destroying someone like a Cronwall, like Romanov would do those big hits. But someone to just go after the puck and just do a shove into the boards. God, the only player I really see doing that is like Casey Cizikas.
Right.
And he, I
And
mean, who did he
he
play
can't do
with?
that much more.
And
Right.
he's
Anybody on the
and
fourth line,
he's
really.
an older gentleman himself. Like I don't know why it's gotten so. I don't know if people are afraid of injury. You know, it takes a lot to, you know, do hits here and there. But like, it's kind of crazy to me how I feel like a lot of this team isn't stepping up and they're being kind of like, oh, you have the puck, push. You know, like it's very, very gentle. They're very gentle. But meanwhile, you go in there, you put some force, like I've seen like McLean do as well, considering he came from the AHL. You come in with the force, and it creates puck turnover. It can
Not yet
create
on the stamp
puck
coach from
turnover.
right.
And I don't know. We get hemmed in the zone sometimes, and I'm like, use your body. I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of loss for possible puck retrieval, especially just using hitting players. Like they come into the corner and we'll like stop just before. I'm like, but why? But why? Give him a shove. Use that. It's right here. You know, this is not gonna hurt you.
Yeah, no. So I am that, and I am still holding to this. I still don't want. I did not want Matthew Schaefer in. Give him his 9 games, of course, but now this is a situation.
I think he's
where
earned a spot.
He's now playing 30 games in 2 months. There's now video on him. Teams are going to be prepared. There's not injuries. Well, yes, there are injuries, but there isn't another threat other than Barzal. And like I said, you put a good forechecker on Barzal. Again, if Schaefer comes out healthy for the rest of the season, thank you God. But and that kind of goes along
fear
for Cal
of injury
Ritchie as well.
though for like Schaefer is wrong to take it away for his experience and his growth in the NHL to just worry about injury from other players. That's taking away from him, and I feel like that's too short-sighted for his development. He needs to grow.
Who's going to protect him now?
And like I get it. Like you want to coddle your first overall star, and I get I mean you lived through the crazy hits and things like that of the star players getting out.
I mean, John Tavares had Zenit Kafka for his first year.
Yeah,
like there was always some kind of protection, and when Barzal first started off, you had a very healthy identity line.
The biggest thing I've seen is Mayfield, and I feel like he's been kind of cooped up. He's been like kind of invisible.
Yeah, Mayfield to me is just too much of a nice guy. So it's I do want to coddle him this year.
I'm surprised
really
you find him a nice guy. I find him the opposite.
I am coddling.
No, he just got cement skates. That's about it.
Yeah, I am coddling Schaefer for a big reason because I think there is potential in this young man, but that
you don't want him to get hurt.
You said it to your point when Matt Barzal protects. When it's Matt Barzal who has to protect Matthew Schaefer, I'm very nervous. Go ahead, Gary.
No, I'm just going to say, I remember a stat coming out like in the first 20 games of the year. And in the NHL, the player that drew the most penalties in the NHL was Matthew Schaefer. Right. But as you said, as video came on of him, everybody's figuring out his game and what to do and how to neutralize him. But I will say one thing, especially I'd say in the last 5 or 6 games, even with the fracas in Columbus, is he's not afraid to throw himself into the fire a little bit.
No, I mean that
And
he
that's-
went
that's
No,
a
and
good
into
sign.
the
my
post.
my stance will change. My stance will change if he's acting up. If he's asking for trouble, okay, welcome to the NHL. That's a completely different situation,
Mhm.
no doubt. And
What
he's
do you think
got
about
the
that
attitude.
play
He's
where he
got the
went into the
confidence for
post?
it. What?
Because like, are you talking about like that play 2 games ago where he went full throttle at the net and he just got like caught up with the other
No,
player?
that was a
Ended up
good.
going
That
hard
was a
into the
good
post.
physical play on both players.
Yeah, no, it was a
That was
good play, but
physical
he
play on
went
both players.
damn
I
hard.
just
into that
worried
net.
about last year's junior championships all over again when he hit the post. I worried about that collarbone, but yeah, he
Yeah.
got right up. I'm like, thank God.
Yeah, I heard you could hear it on TV, and that's never good.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
All right. So speaking of Matthew Schaefer, we're also going to talk about Bo here for a minute.
USA.
Let's. What? Who scored?
Brush said
USA in
overtime.
or before overtime.
Nice. Let's talk Olympics here. So, I really don't have an opinion on this per se. I'm not a season ticket holder, but and there's no right or wrong answer here, of course. But I'm looking for opinions from you guys. The Islanders are in a playoff hunt right now, and positivity, we're keeping up with the positivity. The Islanders are in a playoff hunt by the Olympic break. As season ticket holders, are you okay with your NHL stars going to the Olympics? Gary, actually even Kimmy remembers this. 2000, I believe it was 16 or 17. John Tavares went to the Olympics, got injured for the rest of the season, and the Islanders missed the playoffs by 1 point. As fans, as season ticket holders specific.
Oh,
What's that?
2012. 2012.
Are you sure? Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, no, 2012. 2012.
Don't
Are
mess with
you
me,
guys
Marty.
comfortable? Are you guys comfortable sending Bo to the Olympics with a playoff?
Well, I'm
aspiration?
honestly gonna say right now, with the 2 injuries that Bo's had in the last month, they're gonna bring him. He'll be healthy enough and he's gonna go. But my prediction is the amount of minutes he's gonna play is not gonna be as much as everybody thinks he should or should not get. You carry a large roster for that reason. You're not carrying necessarily. You're carrying like I think 25 or 26 instead of your usual 23, right? Isn't
Right.
that 4, 5,
Yeah, you
6,
got
7,
Matt
8? You
Boldy,
got
Kyle
9
Connor,
defensemen
Jack
on your
Eichel.
roster. You got 9 defensemen, I think 14 forwards and 3 goaltenders. So you're carrying a larger roster, which means he may not even play. I mean, he was going to get third or fourth line time anyway, and it's obviously we know third or fourth line is different in the Olympics than it is during the regular season of the NHL. But my gut feeling says he's not going to get as much playing time as expected. And in the case of us, the Islanders, Bo's the only one. So, I don't think it's going to be as big of a factor as it's going to be, as it should have been.
Okay. Kimmy, are you all right with it?
Let him go.
Okay.
Let them go. They should be. I get like NHL and seasons are seasons, but fate will be fate. To deny a player who worked so hard, who spent their life dedicated to hockey, to not represent their country in such a grand event, to take that honor away from them, strip it from them, and just say, if you want to keep your job, you're not going to go do this. Like, that to me is ridiculous. I hated the rule. I'm glad they've brought this back. And it promotes hockey to the world. This is going to be exciting now. This is going to be emotional. It's going to be exciting. People are going to get in on the like 4 nations. People all around the world got in on the conversation about hockey because they were like, "This is exciting," and this is like I've heard people from my I work as a nurse at my hospital saying my dad turned on hockey for the first time ever, going, "This is insane. This is so much fun." That's going to get the conversation because it is on a global stage, and to deny these players the honor of something as grand as the Olympics for their countries is abhorrent to me. I don't care about the season. I don't care about the team. I don't care where hell we are in the standings. You let them go. If they get hurt, it's fate. You know what? It's fate.
Okay.
Things will happen during the season if it, things are meant to be, as my grandmother said, everything for a reason. And we can't deny these players this honor. I don't care what happens.
Very valid.
Excellent. And I'm with Kimmy on this one. That Four Nations tournament, I think we all needed that. Like the competition level mid-season.
That's cool.
God, I want that in my veins.
That
I
was
love the World Junior Championships, but the World Junior Championships are a little soft for me as well. The NHL, they're going at it. If the Four Nations was any kind of like a prequel to the Olympics, bring this on. Absolutely bring this on. I'm all for it. Now I've been posting up, Team Finland right now. Some of these names are looking pretty decent, but I got to tell you, Team Finland and Team Sweden, I really do like their defenses and their goaltending right now. And Gary, I'm going to go with you because you're the old goat on this one. Defense and goalies win
championships.
Championships. Does Finland and Sweden really have a shot here?
Yeah, I think they do. Could you put the Swedish team back up on the screen?
Which one? Sweden.
That's
what Swedish means.
Yeah, I mean,
well played, Kimmy.
Well played. Like I said, like I just said in the comments, she's got our jobs now. I mean, the sleeper in there is Wallstedt and net. I mean, yeah. You look at. I mean, I truthfully think Sweden's got the best chance of knocking one of us out. I don't know the groupings in the Olympics, but they scare me. They really scare me.
I was going to say, Brett, Peterson, and Landeskog on one line terrifies me.
Yeah.
If Pedersen gets his game going for the Olympics, that line, damn, like absolutely terrifies me.
Yeah, I mean, Nylander's waking up right now, as you were talking about. Austin Matthews waking up for Toronto. So, yeah, that's going to be huge.
I was shocked by USA's roster with forwards.
You want the USA with forwards?
Yeah, elaborate on that. What do you mean?
Like just some of these picks over, like I two names I thought for sure would be on there would be Robertson and Caulfield. And I feel like Robertson they're snubbed. I feel like he really, really got snubbed. I feel like Robertson would have been snubbed. I was shocked. I know some people were saying Zegras. I see there. Kreider, I don't agree with.
No.
I do not agree with, especially how he's been playing this
season. I don't
season.
see any of those. Trevor Zegras, absolutely not.
But I do agree with like a Caulfield and a Robertson. Caulfield's got 20 goals on 20 assists, and then Robertson, funny enough, is matching 24 goals on 24 assists right now. I don't know.
And then you get Canada snubs.
Oh no, not
today. I mean, Bedard's coming off injury. I don't know.
Sam Bennett's a surprise.
Everyone was saying Bedard.
Sam Bennett is definitely the surprise for me on this one.
Can I just say, I was a little disgusted by the comments on Horvat's injury. Some comments I saw on X because Elliot Friedman posted about him, one day after being assigned to the Olympic team. Bo Horvat, left the game in pain. And people were going, oh no, Bedard time. Call it Bedard. Can't wait for Bedard. Like people were like, celebrating. I'm like, assholes. Like, guy posted literally that day, dream come true. He's probably halfway down that tunnel going, please no, like, this is the worst thing in my life.
Well, I don't know.
And y'all are going, great, send up the next guy, get out.
Tim, I don't know if you saw it, but normally, as people may know, I sit behind the net like you do, but I was in a suite, so I was sitting basically by the Utah bench, but I could see the Islander bench very closely. And when Horvat came on the bench, he tried it, he tested it out. He was testing his leg out, and then I think he motioned to Scott Boggs to go, and he was walking out, and think I heard him, but you could see the face. When you like scream an F word really, really loud and you get your head into it. Well, that's exactly what he did. He just screamed on the top of his lungs.
Because he knows. He knew.
Yeah, he knew, and it's just that's what heartbreaks you, and like to get people commenting, as you said on X afterwards, it's just like, oh, please stop.
Like it's just
You
some
know,
people were
unfortunately, I don't.
nice. Like,
I
oh,
don't
that's
tweet.
horrible. I can't believe that.
I don't tweet like 40 times an hour like Kimmy does during the game when you're trying to keep up and you're like, bing, 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 bing.
Wow.
Don't
he's
keep my
throwing you under
notifications
that
on,
bus,
Gary.
man.
God.
What did you do to him?
No,
He keeps my notifications on. That's not my fault.
No, listen, let me finish my damn sentence, will you? No, I'm saying she could do that, but she's not looking at her keyboard. She's watching the game. So that's
No,
what
I could just type 3 times as fast as you can.
No, I've gotten better. But no, but I can see you from where I sit, and I see you watching the game and going, I'm impressed. That's impressive.
I don't want to miss.
No, you don't miss a thing. Well, there's one good thing about tonight, Paul. At least the average age of the announcers has dropped by at least 10 years.
Don't go on Butchie like that.
It's not.
Butchie is a king. I miss him for all the games, man. But I like Hickey and Clutter coming in.
I love that. Before we get to them, I've been asked a couple of times, and I'm going to answer this on the show. Are you guys okay with Schaefer not being on this team?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay.
1000%.
He's young.
Okay.
Like the next time they'll draw.
There was a piece. There was a piece in the National, which is obviously CBC's version of like 60 Minutes or whatever. You can find it on YouTube. Watch the article on the National on Schaefer. And Todd basically came out and said, this kid is 18 years, actually before that, the interview said, Cortina is really nice in February. And he goes, he's climbed enough mountains at all. He's 18 years old. Let him have 3 weeks off.
Yeah.
And the comment that Schaefer made before that kind of like said, of course, it would be nice to represent your country, but I think I've got time. Kind of like you're saying between the lines, I've got time for it.
Mm-hmm.
And he does, because the Olympics, they're going back to the Olympics in 4 years anyway. He knows he's going to be on it.
And isn't it going to be in Salt Lake City? I think.
Is it supposed to be in Salt
Lake City?
The
next Olympics is in Salt Lake City.
Hold up. Let me check.
Okay. So I got asked, if not Schaefer, who would be like that next reserve for Canada? And my first thought was Jacob Chitrin.
Yes.
From Washington.
Absolutely. That's a great pick.
I have that the host city is to be determined.
Okay.
28? No.
2028? What do you mean 28? 28 summer.
2030, I mean. 2030. 2030.
2030 Olympics. I'm searching. I got on Siri to be determined, but let's see.
Yeah. No, Jacob Chitrin this year over Matthew Schaefer.
2030 Winter Olympics will be held in the French Alps.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
That works.
No, it's 2034.
Oh, they're saying, 2034. Yep.
2034 Salt Lake. Yep. I knew it was coming. I know they announced it, but okay. All right. The younger one beat the older one. Thank you very much. Let's continue.
Wah,
wah. Wah, wah. Don't. That means Ranger goal right now, so don't even say that.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
On Kimmy's machine.
Alrighty, boys and girls. Since I haven't said that one in a while.
But yeah, I think Chikrin would be a great fit for that team.
Yeah, Chitrin? Yeah.
Yes.
Did you say Chitrin?
Chikrin.
Yeah, Jacob Chitrin from Washington. He's just a great. Oh.
Let him go.
Shut up. I hate you.
I like it.
Randy, you're going to get blocked. Happy New Year, buddy. You're just going to get blocked. I'm tired
Randy.
of you.
Randy can stay.
Well, she's the boss tonight, so she said he can stay.
Yeah, whatever. Questions, comments, concerns. Give me your thoughts, everyone, on what you think the Islanders are going to do. Anything for the Olympics? We just found out Team USA lost to Finland. again by 1 goal.
Ah,
OT.
it'll be a new champion.
Yeah, and look, I have watched the World Junior Championships. I like the way Iserman has skated, Aitchison has skated, Eklund has skated. For me, that's what it is. I'm not necessarily worried about the
Seeing the
points
talent,
or the
yeah.
goals.
But I wanted to hear
skating
the
is all
USA
there.
chant so bad.
Yeah. And the one thing and I don't know if you guys have been watching, but Aitchison was controlling his hits.
Yeah.
He was controlling his hits, and he was still, pounding them. And I'm like, yes, please.
Yeah.
Keep
Yeah.
working that on. Oh my God. You're gonna love this kid.
They probably talked to him about it.
Yeah, they say do it when you have to. Don't do
Yeah,
it
exactly.
if you need to. You know, I mean,
He's not going to stay in these young leagues forever where you could just do it, here, there, everywhere. It's going to go where it's also that they're going to put more emphasis on his puck control, defensive talent, and go from there, not just hitting. So I'm
his
glad to see that
his
develop.
skating is definitely improved too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And what Kimmy means
Don't be at
by
Rempe when
that,
skating.
Yeah.
what Kimmy is talking about is that last year on the Ontario Hockey League, last year specifically, when Aitchison was hitting, his arms were moving too forward. It was more like a push. This year, especially in the tournament, it's all shoulder.
Shoulder.
It's shoulder. He braces it, but you run into him, you're falling, and that's what you wanted to see out of Aitchison. So
Brick wall.
I was very happy with that. Eklund, he reminds me of Matt Barzell at wing. Needs a little more goal scoring, but
And he's
a
not
little bit more on the edge. I want to say a little more
afraid to go in.
sandpaper.
He's not afraid to get in dirty area either.
No,
For a kid that
no,
size,
he's got sandpaper to him.
for a kid that size, that's great.
Yeah, no, he's got that sandpaper, and he loves playing behind that net.
You worry about him being thrown around like Shabanov, though?
No,
No. Okay.
no,
Not yet.
him no.
Not yet, but I know where you're going with that.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I do too. But it's like that line in Karate Kid. Best way to avoid a check, no, be there.
Yeah. Benerick, very quiet but good steady game. I still think he's going to need more time than the rest of them, but I like his game. Sophomore year is so much better than his freshman year. Honestly, from the World Juniors, there's nothing to complain about. These guys, they look like they belong there. Barzy has better hair. Well played, Jim. Well played. Well played. He does. But no, I like that. So, any other questions, guys?
Well, now he can grow out his hair.
Yeah. Is there anything else you guys want to touch on?
God, I think I touched on the thing that was bothering me was that Marchman incident. But I mean, physicality is one, scoring is another with this team. Riddick has stepped up in net, even with Sorokin's injury. I mean, he played that was his 6th in a row last night or something like that. Yeah. And I know we know how tough that is even on Sorokin himself.
Well, the one thing I'll sitting in a different location than sitting looking at the center net and going off to the sides. The one thing I noticed right away, and some other guy that was in the same suite said the same thing when we looked, on that power play, the first 3, or even before the power play, every shot that seemed to come off a Utah player was going high. It's like I never noticed that before in any of the past few games with Riddick. But even every goal that I would say at least 4 of the goals that they scored were all high off his shoulder.
They top corner. Yeah.
Honestly, the precision was great. The precision
but
everything those two goals,
everything was going high.
The first and I think third goals, don't quote me on that, both hit that right corner, same spot, same goal. Mm-hmm. But I mean, that precision is just insane.
But that's a worry.
You think they think they were practicing that? They were watching.
I think there was a scouting report that if you want
they saw that
shoot high, and I think I hope our goalie coaches have been looking at that and trying to work with them.
I trust them
because I mean they only took what I think Utah only took like 19, 20 shots. I would say 15 of them were high.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
and I am going to give Randy a little bit of credit here when we got Riddick because Randy, if everybody doesn't know by now, very big Calgary Flames fan. Riddick was with the Flames, but Riddick had his best years with the Flames.
Yeah, he did.
And I had even said I asked Randy, I said, if we even get a touch of Riddick, no, the Flames Riddick, I said, what are we getting? He's like, you're getting a lot of wins because he's been a wall. And up until last game, he's been a wall. He's been phenomenal. He's been a
No, he's
blessing.
been phenomenal, and I love his fire on the ice.
It's a blip on the screen, hopefully, you know.
What was that team that ran into him and he just decked them twice in his crease?
Team USA's coach demoted Eisman off the power play. He was on the power play tonight. I saw the first period. He was already on the power play. Is it time to start worrying about him? No.
No doubt. He'll be fine.
No.
Florida had a power.
Because I think his 200-foot game is I saw a little bit of a couple of games, and I think his play has improved a lot this year.
Florida has
and that's
a power
what I'm expecting. I'm not expecting, him to lead lead that conference in goals or anything like that. I just want to see his play improve, and it has.
Yeah, one game is not going to be indicative of
no. He is.
Randy's right.
Again, we had said, I think Paul, you said it too. We didn't want to see another Oliver Wahlstrom syndrome happening when
Oh God.
But it hasn't.
No, and he's not already because he's already spent 2 years in college. He spent a year and a half.
Yeah, but I'm saying after that first year, even that first year,
no doubt
that he wasn't going to, and that it wasn't going to get into his head. The fact that he stayed for year two obviously took that away, but he is definitely the anti-Wahlstrom.
No, his game is evolving. There's no doubt about it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, and there's no reason for anyone to get,
worried
at all.
Yep.
He is not eligible to play with the Islanders this year. However, since he is going to be 19 at the start of next season, he could very well sign a PTO and sign with Bridgeport for the playoffs this year, and then sign his ELC contract. And as a 19-year-old, he can play for the American League next season.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
that's new, right?
Also, what's up?
You couldn't do that now, right?
Sign a PTO? No, because he's still in season.
No. I mean, this season, a 19-year-old couldn't do that, right? Because I thought there was a 20-year limit.
It starts next year.
Right.
With the CBA,
okay, that's what I mean.
Everything
new.
starts next year. Right.
Okay.
Yeah. Stop kissing up to him, please.
Thanks, Randy. Happy New Year, bud.
Shut up, Randy. And honestly, to Kimmy's point, and this is part of the 2026 Islanders, I'm going to include Bridgeport here. Danny Nelson could be in a Bridgeport playoff.
Mm-hmm.
Aitchison, depending on what he does with his teams in the OHL, could be in the Bridgeport playoffs. Quinn Finley? Maybe, but Wisconsin's like the number 2 team in the nation.
Yeah.
Go win that national championship. Okay? They're all coming. Like this season. Like I'm finally getting ecstatic.
That's what I'm saying. 2-3 years, man.
Please give me Jeffries. And you know what? And I'm going to go this further.
Yeah.
If the Islanders miss the playoffs, please give me Alex Jeffries, Matt Maggio, and Cal Ritchie on one line.
Yes, please.
Down in Bridgeport for the playoffs.
Yes!
For the playoffs.
You got Kimmy. Oh,
I'm gone.
Your eyeballs light up.
I'm gone. Put Ritchie down in the playoff position again. He's already been through the Ontario Hockey League playoffs. Get that experience for these other Bridgeport players. That's the step the Islanders need to take. If they make the NHL playoffs, okay, wonderful. You got to get one of the 2 teams into the playoffs this year. If you're going to get any other kind of momentum, otherwise you're just spinning tires.
Especially the season's so.
We don't want the younger fans, Gary, to relive what we relived. That's just bullcrap.
No,
we don't want that anymore. That was just.
Those days are gone.
Yeah.
What do you mean the younger days when you saw 4 cups?
Yeah, but we also saw the indelible
90s. Yeah, I know. You saw the 90s.
Okay,
so from the conversations with your grandmother.
Now, before we leave tonight, I told everyone I was going to get Gary back. Kimmy and I have a question for Gary, but Kimmy and I have first-hand knowledge. We have witnessed this now for a couple of years. Gary can sing the Canadian national anthem in French quite well, by the way. I want to know, is Gary Harding, big member of the Islanders Booster Club for the Olympics, are you going to be Team Bo or are you going to be Team Brock?
I think.
What are you doing there, Gary?
I think that
are
is
you going to be a traitor?
I think that is the most dumbest question you have ever given on the
Absolutely
history of this
not.
show.
As dumbest is not a word.
Right now it is. Right now it is. That is the most asinine question.
There you go. There you go.
Still hasn't answered.
Asinine. You know what I'm. Come on. I want Bo to do well if he's in.
Okay.
But I'm sorry, it's red, white, and blue.
I don't want him to do well. No, I want him to suck. I love Bo. He's on the wrong team, though. See ya. For 3 weeks, I can hate Bo Horvat. That's fine.
I'm
by the
always
way,
going to root for a country, man, you know?
I love all my Canadian friends here, followers, except for Randy. I don't love Randy or anything like that. But, you know.
Gee, I wonder why.
Yeah. Angie, Robin, you know,
Dual citizen,
the rest of you, we love you guys. Just not for those 3 weeks.
Dual citizenship, damn.
Oh, let's put it this way. I don't want Bo to get hurt.
Oh, yeah.
Fair.
Okay, let's root for that.
I'll go along with that.
I don't want Bo to get hurt. I want him to enjoy his experience. You want every player that's playing in this, regardless of what team they belong. Making an Olympic team is obviously something, we would never experience, and something as special as that.
And you know what? Bringing up last minute conversation before we wind down. Avalanche. Sorry, Rangers just scored.
Yeah.
Yeah. But going into Avalanche in their crazy season, going into this and New Year with only 2 regulation losses, the Islanders giving them one of them. How does it what are you guys feeling about the Islanders being able to beat the best of teams but not the worst of teams? Do you think the Islanders play down to their opponents?
Without question.
Not this season.
Really?
I think they have.
I think they have. There it is.
That's great.
That's the Rangers goal. That's the Rangers goal.
That's the Rangers scoring.
No, and I say no because this year in particular has so intrigued me with the unpredictability. I mean, Chicago just beat Dallas the other night.
I saw that. Did you see the player break the glass?
Yeah, it's not supposed to happen. So for this season only, I'm accepting anomalies. I'm accepting the weird stuff to happen. I am weird to begin with, but I have an easier time watching the games and seeing the upsets. It's like we said before, we had the Predators and the Flames out of the playoffs. You can't now. Every team is in it until game 65, 66, unless there's a business decision to sell. Unless there's a business decision to sell, we're going to keep going with this. I think it may change, Kimmy, to your point. I think it may change as we start to see teams throw up the white flag. Okay, we surrender. We're not going to catch up. And then I think maybe, I even have to say maybe, we might see less parity. But
there's games on the schedule. There's games on the schedule, regardless of your standings, that you have to have spidey sense and say they should beat this team. They should beat X.
Well, I think that's it. They're like, we should beat this team. We're much better than them in the standings, and they go in. And I feel like the Islanders can get into a bad mentality, a very bad one, and it can be against any team. If it's a good team or bad team, if we get a lead, shit. But if it's a good or bad team, if the Islanders get a lead, say it's our 2-goal lead, how many times do you see the Islanders in their zone? They're like, yeah, we're good. Just make sure it doesn't go in the net. We're good. I feel like there's a loss of mentality for keep scoring, keep shooting the puck, just keep going. There's never I remember Barzell said it. They said maybe I interpreted it wrong, but he's like, we've got enough goals. I don't like that mentality at all. I remember him saying it, we've got enough goals, like, to win the game, essentially. No. There's never such a thing as enough goals, in my opinion. There's never safety. You should keep trying to score no matter what. You should never sit back, and I feel like the Islanders have do that way too much. If we get a lead and we're going into another period, I'm like, oh, God. And I think we play down to teams. I think we play down to them.
God, she's too smart for us, Paul.
But Gary, you were saying the same damn thing I was.
I know. I just know when to buddy you up, kid.
It's disgusting. But God, I haven't had dinner yet. Yeah, the loser mentality was definitely last year, and I can see the repercussions from this year. But I don't know. This year, just in particular, is just too weird for me. Like, I've actually enjoyed sitting back and just watching this chaos happen, because that's really what it is. It's just chaos. And even with the losses, with everybody, you're not going anywhere.
No.
Second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh years, you're only 3 points away from each other. That's insane. And we're halfway through the season.
I mean, look at how bad the Panthers were just 3-4 weeks ago.
Yeah.
They were near the bottom of the conference. And, of course, they said, they beat the Rangers today, and they're right back in the playoffs. So
every game is meaningful points. Every single game is meaningful points.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
We never, ever in the 7 years we've done our show have had it wait until more later than game 41 to start taking teams away. We usually have half a dozen teams out of the playoffs by now. We got none.
Or we get a wild card picture.
Maybe Chicago right now because of the injury to Bedard. I know they beat Dallas, but due to that injury and that, they may be one of them. St. Louis may be one of them. Winnipeg we were writing off, and all of a sudden they're coming back. So this is just.
And who had Philly and Pittsburgh in last place in the playoffs at the start of the season?
Yeah,
everybody.
Yeah.
But I think
my prediction was that the Penguins would be actually kind of good, but.
Well, you're very much a minority.
Yeah.
From the beginning of the season.
But let's go. But let's stick with what Kimmy just said. Not enough goals. That should be the New Year's resolution for the New York Islanders.
Mm-hmm.
That's it right there. Not enough goals as a New Year's resolution for this team. Just put the puck in the net.
I don't care how it goes.
If you got to get down and dirty to do it, do it.
Again, as I always say, the old Mark Parrish off the ass goal.
But that's what I say. This team was too worried about pretty goals for so long. We were too worried about the pretty damn goal. And I've been saying since I've done that Q&A with the Barzal was right there, and he's like, well, we try to make sure that, we pass it around so much because we're trying to find that grade A scoring chance. No. You don't have to make it grade A all the time. A grade C can go on the damn net. It takes that bounce. It takes that tip in. All it takes is one. Their players skate sometimes. How many times you see own goals because it goes off their defenseman and in? You just gotta put the puck in the crease. That's all it takes. I don't care if it's a dirty one where you're all digging down and you poke it in, or if it's a grade A scoring chance like the freaking Cal Ritchie between the legs goal. I don't care how it goes in as long as it does, because that in the end of the day, the tally at the end of the game is going to determine the points. Get the puck in the net.
Real quick, internet rumor. Give me your thoughts on this one. The idea of Steven Stamkos coming to the Isles.
Oh, I've seen that rumor.
Would he be a good fit? Would he be a good fit?
Might help the power play.
Yeah, yeah, that's a good point. Who would you pair him with?
All right, let me fast forward this again, and I think this I probably already know the answer to this anyway, but this is part of the 2026 season and moving forward here into the calendar. Do you want to see the Islanders sign someone like Arturi Panarin?
No.
Too old?
No, just
he's gonna want a 6-year. He's gonna want a 6-year deal.
I was about to say he's too selfish. I don't.
What
I'm
about
not,
old guys
his
in
play
general?
style, I do not think will fit ours. Just straight up. And the way I've seen him play this season, no thanks. He's been whiffing left and right.
What about old guys in general?
Depends.
Or let me define old. 32. 32 or older.
'Cause that's what we need on our team. More
age.
30s. Yeah, exactly.
That's a tough. That is a tough question to ask
Yeah.
because you're trying to make.
You
You're
two are the
trying
only
to.
two. As
You're
a
trying to
compliment to the
increase-
two of
you're
you,
trying
this is
to
the only
increase your
question I would only ask you two.
You're trying to improve your pipeline, and you got a good number of kids coming in that pipeline. I don't know about upsetting the apple cart. If you bring an older person onto this team.
Fair enough. And just to piss off Randy here, okay, yes, ex-Ranger, I understand that, but he would also help the power play. Shut up, Randy.
No, I
Randy's
mean
trying to piss me off.
again. That's why I said the power play would be an improvement.
Yeah.
But it all comes back to I don't know what he would do to the locker room.
Fair enough.
And to me, that's an intangible that sometimes is even more important than the numbers on the screen.
I've heard things about Lightning players too, even just like how they treat fans and like we talk about identities here. I've heard Boston and Lightning fans who charge fans for autographs, and I know some by name. I don't think Stamkos is one of them, but those are locker room kind of ideals that have been spread around. I guess some players.
Fair enough.
And just like something like that, and then you're thinking, how are they in the locker room themselves? I don't know, but I know little cliques of those who do that. Well, I guess one of them's in Florida now, actually.
Right.
Very true. So, alrighty, everyone. Thank you for coming on this Friday. I'm going to try to get my Wednesdays off again, so that way we can do a normal show at a normal time, normal date. Kim, where can they find you on social media?
Well, my name that is right here. That's
No,
basically
wrong
all
side.
you
Wrong
gotta.
side.
Wrong side.
Really? For me,
You pointed the
that's
wrong side.
really it's showing that it's right there for
No,
me.
it's on the left. It's on our left. So on
Oh,
your
shit.
right. Just point.
I thought it was pointing at it, but whatever. My name in the corner. Just type that in on X, YouTube, or anything like that, and that's where you'll find me. Stamkos 70 cents card. I didn't say it was Stamkos, but I know some Lightning players who do it.
Fair enough. Gary, where can they find you?
Nowhere.
You'll go missing at some point when I get.
I will go missing. No. Again, Twitter handles at IslesMet63, but again, I'm not. I rarely tweet, but Kimmy does about 100 a day to make up for all of us.
Okay, suck up. Oh my god.
Yes. You got to remember, Paul. I know her family all my life.
How does my family relate to me tweeting?
Nothing. But I can make comments like that.
Oh, okay.
All this
I
is.
can get away with those things. I know
Yeah,
where
you can
your
find
mother
me
lives. I know where you live.
Oh, here we go again.
I know where you live. We're gonna have a live fight right on stream.
Yeah.
What else is
Paul will
new?
be the ref.
Oh, then I'm dead.
P_Kreischer. You can find me on X. We can talk anytime you want. Please, ladies and gentlemen, follow us on Isles Talk on X, at Isles Talk. Like and follow us on Facebook, please. Hit the like button for this show. Hit subscribe. That way you get all the notifications and everything going here. Thank you guys so much for coming on. Gary, Kim, this is great. Kim, you can come back anytime you want. Gary, after what you just did to me in the beginning, I don't know now. We're going to have to talk.
Hey, just remember who started this.
It is his fault. So, all
We
right,
can get our setup
everyone.
set up.
Enjoy the World Junior Championships, folks. Enjoy the Winter Classic. Enjoy the next couple of games with the Islanders. And listen, follow Schaefer, follow Richie, follow Shabanoff, follow Sorokin. Follow Barzell. See how this team can do without Bo Horvat for at least, well, we'll say at most the next week, and we'll go
We've
from
done
there.
it before.
Ready?
Let's do it again.
Kim, please don't be. Oh,
And thanks,
please.
Randy.
Yeah, he's a creeper. Never mind. Adios.